Welcome to the Fuller Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 3:20 p.m. That is Central Time. Today is December 9th. Well, today we had quite an impressive day in silver. It jumped $2.81. It's up to $61. So that is really quite an impressive breakout from the short-term range, and it continues to extend this exceptionally impressive rally. And what we're looking at right now is the ratio of silver to gold. So it's now approaching the peak from back in 2021. And I think this ratio gives us a little bit of perspective. There have been several occasions when silver has popped on the upside and then petered out. And even during that particularly bullish phase between 2003 and 2007, where silver was doing better than gold the vast majority of the time. That didn't save it during the crash in 2008, but the times when silver really goes wild, like we had for about 9 months between 2010 and 11, that's usually the end of the cycle, and we're nowhere near anything like that at present. I remain of the view that silver is in a secular bull market, and that we've really only just seen the breakout. So yes, it's a little overbought in the short term, but I don't think we need to be worrying about the end of a cycle. Now, what we can also look at today is that stock markets were pretty quiet on Wall Street. The Dow was down a bit, the Nasdaq was up a bit, and the S&P 500 closed down a bit. Well, most of that is that nobody wants to take big bets ahead of the Fed rate decision tomorrow. And they're probably going to cut rates, and they're probably going to come out with some kind of hawkish statement. And then the 10-year yield is still holding here around the 4.2% level. It was up almost 2 basis points today. It's at about 4.18. And the dollar index with a stronger yield, the dollar index was up a little in here, and gold was in positive territory, but not in a dynamic manner. Then oil prices were pretty much unchanged, down a tad. Natural gas has pulled back exceptionally sharply over the last 2 days. So it was above 5% at the end of last week. It's now at 4.55 and it was down 35 cents today. And then Bitcoin, where it was as high today as 94,600, it closed out the day a lot closer to 93,000. And it's still pausing here around the 90,000 level. But it's got a lot of work to do in order to really confirm that we're back in a demand-dominated environment. And I think a lot of the action we're seeing at present is in the currency markets, because the yen today was weaker by a full yen. It's at 156 now. And I think this also plays through into the relative strength that we're having in the precious metal markets. So